Good evening. I thought I'd charge this up, but I don't got too much time. I'm only going to be on here briefly anyhow this evening. Gotta get ready to go to bed. This is Evangelist Robert L. McKim Sr., first off. Something biblical is happening with the times that we are living in. Besides earthquakes, more earthquakes in Japan and other areas of the world. Volcanoes, I was wrapped around my computer cord. Alright, it's going on out of focus. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, I think I'm back again. With wars and rumors of wars on our doorsteps. Not right here in the United States, per se, but in other countries, such as Iraq. We shouldn't have pulled out of Iraq to begin with. We should have stayed in Iraq. I don't think their police and their military were strong enough to support themselves. Because somebody always needs somebody to help them out. People cannot truly, honestly support themselves. If you think you can support yourself, you're fooling yourself. Long story short, I gotta get off here because my battery's gonna die. I just want to keep this a little brief anyhow. The signs of the times. Around about 4.5 hours ago, there was breaking news. The northwest Iraq city of Tal Afar was taken over by the ISIS militants. And about another 3 hours ago, between 50 and 100 U.S. Marines and U.S. Army personnel arrived at the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. And then about an hour ago, the U.S. Embassy was evacuated because of the ISIS militants overrunning that town I just had mentioned. Long story short, people, we are living in end times. Prophecy is being fulfilled as we live. Pastor John Shurey, he wrote a new book here recently about the he's the author of The Window of the Lord's Return. Well, something's really going on with this camera. I don't think Satan really wants me to talk tonight too well. Long story short, he wrote a book again about the Revelation, and he talking in his new book about there will be 5 end time wars. 5 end time wars. And anyhow, long story short, John Shurey was on the Jim Baker show just recently, last week, talking about his book, and he's going to be in, I guess, also tomorrow. Anyhow, it's shaking up out there. The world is being shaken. It's being shaken not just with earthquakes, but with wars and rumors of wars. And I heard today in church, in Sunday school, that we are going, well, because what's going on in Syria and Iraq, and Iran is kind of like in between, and Iran don't like either one. So guess what? I heard somewhere along the way we might be teaming up with Iran as allies to, I don't know, help defend them with what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's so, end times. It's making my head spin, basically, because it's happening so fast. Everything's happening so fast. Like Jesus said in Matthew 24, when you see all these things happen, look up, your redemption draweth nigh. Just don't look down. Don't keep your nose to the ground. Don't keep your nose to the grindstone, as some people want to say. We just gotta work with our hands and make lots of money because that's what God wants us to be doing while we're here and the now. No, He wants us to be coming together as these things are approaching on us. He wants us to come together and to help one another. If you constantly preach that if you can't do it yourself, then you're preaching another gospel. You're not preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. Well, listen, I gotta get off here. My battery's about ready to die. Have a good night and a blessed day tomorrow.